Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode on Lumber Capital Log Yard. So just earlier today, a customer stopped in who wanted something that we couldn't necessarily do for him. He wanted three like 1 by 12 by 18s or something, 18 feet long. And if you think about how big a log like that would be, a straight log that's 18 feet long that you can get 12 inches wide out of, that's huge. I was just like, I don't think we can do that. Plus, he wanted it right away, and that just wasn't even possible. So we were trying to figure out, him and I, how we could help him and how he could switch around his dimensions to something that was more doable. Now, he did want hemlock because he's using it for the exterior of a barn. So pine wasn't really going to work with him. So while we do have a 1 by 12s inventoried in pine, we don't in hemlock. So then we were trying to figure out how to get him what he needed. And eventually we came to the conclusion that he was just going to go with our 1 by 10 by 12, 40 of them. And unfortunately, we don't have a single one in inventory. So after all of that, we've managed to try and cut him as many 1 by 10 by 12s as we could, and we only had 3 logs to get this out of. And that's it. That's the rest of the 12-foot logs that we have until our next load of hemlock comes in, but I don't really know when that's gonna be, and he kind of seemed like he needed this right away. So how do we help a customer out with the logs that we have? This is always the question that we're trying to figure out. So this is what we got by the end of the 3 logs. The problem is that we're 8 short. After all of that work, we're 8 short, and I told him we'd probably have it done today. So now we're trying to figure out how to get him 8 more 1 by 10 by 12s to complete his order of 40. So I had an idea. These boards that you see here are what we call flitches. They're the ones that come off right after the slab and they still have bark on them, but they're still good boards, so we just set them aside and then run them through the edger or resaw later. So I was thinking, the only way we're going to be able to complete this order is if there happens to be 8 12-foot boards in this pile that we're able to get 10 inches wide out of. Now, 10 inches wide is on the wider side of the boards that usually we're able to squeeze out of the flitches because, if you think about it, I'm usually canting up a log to 10 inches, so then the pieces with bark are gonna be, less. Right, it's gonna be less than 10 inches. So I did see maybe this one can get 10. I really won't know until we get this whole pile through the edger because we have some 12s on the top here, and then we actually have a layer of 8-footers, and then the rest of the 12s are all on the bottom. So this is no skin off our back. We're gonna have to run these through the edger anyways at some point, but hopefully we're able to get the order at least to complete today. We can give him a call, then he's happy and we're happy. So let's cross our fingers and start this machine up. what would be the chances that we get just the right amount? Man, all that crossing of the fingers that got my hands all cramped up paid off, because we got 9 1x10s. 2 of them are questionable. One of them for sure. I mean, this one, which one was it? Oh yeah, this one right here. I don't know, the end's not the prettiest. Depends on what he's using it for, whether that will really matter. Maybe it will end up just being a bit of a waist cut anyways, but I hope that having at least one extra in here makes him happy. I'm gonna give him a call and say that his order is done. I'm pretty glad that we ended up getting it done today, and I hope that he will be too. I did tell him, you know, it could be by the end of the week or something. I always tell people it's probably going to be longer than it ends up being, just for safety's sake. I don't want to piss anyone off. So yeah, we did it. Not a board to spare though, I'll tell you that. I tried to squeeze 1x10s out of a couple of these that Jade ended up sticking back through, saying that's not good enough. That's not good. She's so picky. No, just kidding. But anyways, thanks for watching today's video, everyone. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.